So let's start practice. So those on YouTube, welcome. Let's start in a seated position. You can sit cross-legged or legs long, and just wiggle back and forth to your sit bones. If you want to sit on a block or a prop, you're welcome to. Lengthen your spine. Let's bring awareness to the head and pull the head back so the skull is right on top of the spine. Close your eyes. Just take a moment to go within. Check in with the mind and the body. Let's be aware of both the internal and external. So lots of sensation on the outside, sounds. You're in Trinidad, this heat. Smells. And then using our power of observation to look at what's going on inside. How is the body feeling this morning? How is the mind? Is it well slept? How is the quality of the breath? Try to breathe deeper. With the eyes closed, let's bring our hands to prayer position and start our practice today with a gratitude practice. So finding something that you're thankful for. Could be small. Could be that you get to eat all those high-calorie foods. And once you found that thing that you're thankful for, let's do 3 breaths of gratitude. With the inhale, fill the heart as much as you can. And exhale. Again, inhale, fill the chest and heart as much as you can. And exhale. Maybe each breath is a little bit deeper. Last one, inhale to the heart. And exhale. Yeah, opening the eyes, we'll extend the arms to the sky. And we're opening and closing the hands. We're going to keep the breath nice and smooth. And with the arms extended, you might feel the lung breath a little bit more. Keep the breath slow, and we'll pick up the pace with the opening and the closing of the hands. Again, breath is slow. Go a little bit faster with the hands. Make sure you're opening the hands all the way, not just halfway. Open all the way. Close all the way. Notice if your mind is attaching adjectives to this. I love this. I hate this. This is good. This is bad. 3 more breaths. And exhale. Hands come down. Feel the blood come back into the forearms. We'll roll the shoulders. And again, notice what's going on with the body. Today's left shoulder is a little more clicky. Today the construction workers are hammering more than grinding. And change directions. Again. We'll make our way to all fours, tabletop position. Hands below the shoulders. Spread the fingers, engage the hands. That same action we just did with the hands. To wake them up, we want to keep those hands engaged by spreading the fingers, sticking the knuckles, fingertips in. With this hand engagement, we'll do cat-cow. Inhale, arch the back foot forward. And exhale, round the spine. Inhale. You don't have to look all the way forward. Keep the gaze down slightly, like to the back of the neck. Exhale, round the spine. Inhale, we're protecting the low back by pulling the belly up. And this arch the low back. And exhale. Let's keep moving with the breath. We are breathing through the nose. Breath is slightly audible. Breathe in and out through the nose. We're going to do this for about a minute. Such a wonderful exercise to really warm the spine. And with the gift of this heat in Trinidad, it also encourages more mobility. So if it feels safe to kind of test more your range of movement in the spine, go for it. One more. Inhale to a neutral spine. Exhale, forearms to the ground. Keep your elbows down, spread the fingers, tuck your toes. And then inhale, lift the knees just a little bit off the mat. 5 smooth breaths. You're contracting the bandhas. We'll start with the pelvic floor. So the muscle you use to stop pee or urination. Pull the navel to spine. These are contracted, breathing into lungs. 3 more breaths. You got it? And exhale. Lower the knees. Coming back to tabletop. Let's try a twist. With your inhale, lift the left arm up to the sky. 3 breaths here with the arm extended. Waiting for our exhale, we'll place the left shoulder and left ear to the mat, coming to a twist. With the inhale, let's bring that left arm back up to the sky. We'll hold it for 2 breaths again. And exhale, lower down. Let's come to our next side. Inhale to the right arm. Roll the top shoulder back. With our exhale, right shoulder, right ear to the mat. Left hand can stay where it is or slide the left hand forward. Moving with the inhale, we're going to bring the right arm back up to the sky. 2 breaths extended. And exhale, hands come back down. Let's come back to our floating table. Forearms to the ground. Keep the hands separated so they're not together. Tuck your toes. Inhale, lifting the knees. 5 smooth breaths here. So a few reasons why I like to put this into the practice. One is to give the knees a break. Another is a way to warm the shoulders. That's not all your weight on the shoulders. And down dog can be a little bit hard on the shoulders right over. And also an opportunity to work your core and focus on breath while engaging. 2 more breaths. And exhale, lower down. Inhale back to tabletop. Inhale, extend left leg, right arm. There goes my water. And exhale, elbow to knee. Inhale, we're extending. We're going to do about 7 more of these, slow and controlled. And exhale. To keep the core engaged as we're extending, pull the belly up. And even as we exhale, we're pulling the belly up. So 5 more. Let's do one more and touch elbow to knee and hold it for 3 breaths. And exhale, hands and knees to the ground. We're coming to our next side. Inhale, right leg, left arm. And exhale, elbow to knee. Inhale, extending. And exhale, touching. Let's do 7 more. This is too much for the body. Maybe keep the hand on the ground. Two more. And this last one, we're touching the elbow to knee and holding it here. Inhale, hands and knees to the ground. Let's tuck our toes. And let's inhale, lift the knees slightly. And then we're going to come to a down dog with bent knees. Inhale, look forward. Exhale, walk your feet to your hands. Inhale, the flat back, hands up the shins, shoulders back. And then exhale, fold forward. Keep your legs straight. Bend your knees. Inhale, arms, chest come up to the sky. And exhale, hands to heart center. Really connect with the breath. Breathe first, then move. Inhale, arms float up. And bending the knees, exhale, fold forward. Inhale the flat back, lengthen your spine. Exhale, palms flat, stepping back to high plank. Giving you a chance to join us if you come out of sequence. 3 breaths in plank. If you want to drop your knees, that's okay. Inhale, let's all drop our knees for a very smooth transition. Exhale, lower down slowly. Inhale to cobra, just lifting to about the belly without using the hands. And exhale down. Let's do 6 more of those. Again, inhale, lift. Try not to push with the hands. Keep the chin tucked in. And exhale, moving with the breath. Inhale. Exhale. Inhale. Exhale. Inhale. Exhale. Last one. Inhale, we lift. Tuck the toes. Sequence to the knees. Make your way to down dog. And we'll keep the knees bent in our down dog. Pedal your heels a little bit. Inhale, bend the knees looking forward. Exhale, walk the feet to your hands. Inhale, lengthen the spine, look to the toes. And then exhale, you're folding forward. Bend the knees. Inhale, arms and chest come up to the sky. Exhale, hands to heart center. Let's stay with the quality of flow. Inhale, arms float up, push down to the heels, reach the fingers up. Bend the knees, exhale, you're folding forward. Inhale the flat back. Some might be able to keep the fingers on the mat. Or again, draw the hands up the legs. Exhale, bend the knees, palms flat, step back, high plank. Big inhale here. I'm not going to drop my knees this time, but you can. Exhale, lower down. Palms stay flat. Keep those palms flat. Inhale, cobra or up dog. Hold the chest forward, shoulders back. So up dog would be arms straight. And then exhale to down dog, hips to the sky. Let's keep it bend to the knees in our down dog. I know that I'm sweating and it's warm here, but my body doesn't yet feel warm enough to really push the legs straight. So just listen to what your body says. If it feels right to straighten the legs, straighten the legs. Exhale, looking forward. Inhale, walking your feet to your hands. And exhale, pull forward, release the head. Bend your knees. Inhale, arms, chest come up. And exhale, hands to heart center. One more like this. Inhale. You can find a little back bend in this position. And then bending the knees, exhale, pull forward. Inhale, flat back. Exhale, palms flat, step back, high plank. Big inhale here. Option to drop knees. Exhale, lower down. Inhale, cobra. This is cobra. Or up dog. Arms straight, knees hip lifted if arms are straight. And then exhale to down dog, hips to the sky. I'm still going to keep a little bend in my knees, but reach the bum to the sky, creating the natural curve to the low back. Inhale, bend your knees, look forward. Exhale, step forward. You can even try and jump with the feet to the hands. Inhale the flat back, lengthen your spine. Exhale, we're folding forward. Bend the knees. Inhale, arms, chest come up. And then exhale, hands to heart center. Squeeze the knees, big toes together. Inhale. Exhale, sit yourself down. Inhale, arms float up. We'll press the palms. We're not leaving the fingers or the thumb. Look up to the thumb so the gaze is slightly upwards. And when I look upwards, I see a brand new passion fruit on my vine that I haven't seen before. Yay! This is why we're practicing in the gardens, I think. Yeah? Maybe I'll show off my basil plant a little later. Sit a little lower. 2 more breaths. Waiting for the exhale. With the exhale, we're folding forward. Good job. Inhale the spine. And exhale, palms flat, stepping back high. We're going to try to hold plank 5 breaths. And again, no shame if this is too much for the body. Yoga practice is really about addressing the individual's needs. So if you need to drop the knees or come through the forearms, you can. If you're staying with straight arms, push into the hands and dome the space between the shoulder blades rather than collapse the shoulder blades together. Send your tail towards your heel. If I lost count of breath, where are we at? 2 more breaths. Option to drop knees. With your exhale, lower down slowly. Inhale, cobra or up dog. And exhale to down dog. To the sky. Inhale, your right leg lifts. And exhale, we'll bring the knee to the nose. Two more, just like that. Inhale, extend the leg. Exhale, knee to nose. Inhale, extend the leg. Exhale, knee to nose. Inhale, extend. Exhale, step your right foot forward. Back heel stays lifted, feet as wide as the hips. Inhale, lifting the chest, hands to your chips, crescent lunge. Exhale, bend into the knees, push down to the feet, tuck the pelvis forward so legs are strong, and then start to push out through the back leg to straighten it without moving the hips. It's okay if this back leg is bent a little bit. Let's weave the fingers together behind our back, a little bit of a different variation than usual. And then lifting the hands. Avoid locking the arms, a little bend to the elbows. Lift the hands and lift the chest. Pull the low ribs in. 4 more breaths. And with the exhale, both hands come down to the ground. Front foot steps back. We're going to cycle through a vinyasa. If this is enough, too much for you, you can go straight to down dog from here. Otherwise, exhale, lowering down. Option to drop knees. Inhale, up dog or cobra. This action of pulling yourself forward, even in cobra, legs strong. And exhale to down dog. Inhale, your left leg lifts. And exhale, knee to nose. Inhale, extend that leg. And exhale, knee to nose. Inhale, extend. Exhale, knee to nose. Inhale, extend. Exhale, we're stepping our left foot forward. Back heel stays lifted, feet are as wide as the hips. Inhale, lifting the chest, hands to your hips. Exhale, bend the back knee, tuck the pelvis forward. Keeping that pelvic tilt, push out to the heel. We'll enter this one a little differently with the arms. Inhale, arms float up first to the sky. And then exhale, bring the hands behind your low back, weaving the fingers. Maintain a bend to the elbows, but lift the arms. Four more breaths, and we're trying to move the lungs, not the belly with the breath. Oh yes. And exhale, both hands come down to the ground. Front foot steps back. We're all coming down to the mat. Inhale, high plank. Option to drop knees. Exhale, lower down. And rest on the belly. All right. Weave the fingers together behind your back. Inhale, lifting chest and legs. Keep the chin tucked in so you're looking to the mat. So good to follow me visually, but sometimes I'm looking at the screen to see what's happening, also you can hear me a little bit more. But in general, we're looking towards the mat, keeping the chin in, and length to the back of the neck. 2 more breaths. And exhale, lower down, turn your head to one side. Second set, you can do with the hands behind your back or try extending the arms forward. With an inhale, lifting the arms and the legs. Keep the chin tucked in. Straighten those arms, don't hold on to anything in front of you. Lift. 3 more breaths. And exhale, lower down, turn your head in the next direction. As promised, we've got one more. Extend the arms forward. If that's too much for the back, clasp the hands behind the low back. Here we go. Inhale, lift. Keep the chin tucked in. Roll the heels outwards. So you're softening your glutes. Breath, pull the belly up. And exhale, lower down. Child's pose. Shift the hips back. Child's pose, you either knees together or knees wide. And big toes together. I've been liking the knees together these days. I find a little bit more of a stretch for the back. Drop the head. You can also use the hands to support the head. And inhale back to tabletop position. Tucking the toes. And with your next exhale, lift the hips. Coming back to down dog. This time, let's start to explore straightening the legs. Melting the heels down. If the heels easily touch, send the thighs back. Maybe picking up the toes if the heels are good to the mat. 4 more breaths. Without moving the hands, widen your shoulders. Inhale, lifting forward, bend the knees. Exhale, walk the feet to your hands. When you have a flat back, lengthen the spine. Exhale, you're folding forward. Bend the knees, sit yourself down, arms float up. And exhale, coming into standing. Let's do one sun salutation, be a little bit more traditional. Take a good inhale. Exhale, sit yourself down. Arms dive down. Inhale, arms float up. Keep the hips low. Exhale, fold forward. Inhale the flat back, lengthen the spine. And exhale, palms flat, step back, high plank. Inhale here, option to drop knees. Exhale, descending slowly, keep the palms flat. Try not to let the wrists ground in. Inhale, up dog or cobra. Shoulders back, legs strong. And exhale to down dog. Inhale, our right leg lifts. We're stepping to warrior one. Exhale, step the right foot a little bit wider, so it's as wide as the hips. Forward and wide. Drop the back heel. Inhale, arms float up. Now, usually, traditionally, we'll cycle right back down, but let's hold this warrior one for 5 breaths. Pushing down to the back baby toe. Energize this leg to bring the left hip forward. The gaze is forward, or if it's okay on the neck, look up to the thumbs. And exhale, both hands come down to the ground. Your choice to go through a full vinyasa or just go straight to down dog from here. You're doing the vinyasa, inhale, high plank. Exhale, going down. Option to drop knees. Inhale, up dog or cobra. And exhale to down dog. Inhale, left leg lifts. Left foot steps forward, right foot turns in. Warrior one, feet are as wide as the hips. Inhale, arms float up to the sky. And we're rooting, energizing down to the legs. Draw the right hip forward, left hip back. Gaze can stay forward or look up to the hands. And exhale. Both hands come down to the ground, front foot steps back. Option to cycle through vinyasa, go straight to down dog. Exhale, lower down. Inhale, up dog, cobra. And exhale to down dog. Oh yeah, feeling the heat in the body. And now really start to explore those hamstrings. Straightening the legs, 3 more breaths. With your exhale, bend your knees look forward. Inhale, step or try floating the feet to your hands. Exhale, folding forward. Bend the knees, sit yourself down. Inhale, arms float up. And exhale, coming to standing. Inhale, step your feet hip width apart, arms float up to the sky. We'll weave the fingers except for the index. And exhale, lean to your right. 3 breaths here. Firm the belly, pull it in. Inhale, come back to center. Lengthen up. And then exhale to our next side. Inhale, coming back up. We'll explore a back bend now. I'll show you the profile. Push down through the heels, send the tail forward. Bring the arms and chest back. Keep the chin tucked in. If you're feeling it in your low back, back off. And inhale, bringing yourself back up. Exhale, release the hands down. Let's do a second set of that sequence. So again, feet are hip width apart. Inhale, float up. Ooh, that breeze is nice. And exhale, lean to the right. Pull the top shoulder back. Let's bring our nose into the top armpit, look into the sky. 3 breaths. Inhale, you're coming back to center. And exhale over to the next side. We'll bring our nose to the sky. Looking like rain. And inhale, coming back to center. We're coming into our back bend again. So push the heels down. Pull the belly in. Inhale, bring the arms back. And inhale, bringing yourself back up. Exhale, release the arms down. Let's do our eagle pose. Finding a flat surface, especially if you're practicing outdoors, sometimes it's hard to find a nice even surface. We'll root down through our right leg. We'll start with the arms actually. So arms float up. Right elbow underneath left. And twist tie the arms, catching the hands. If you can't catch the hands, you're going to touch the shoulders. Sit low. Put the weight into the right leg now, lifting the left. And then wrapping the leg, maybe foot behind ankle. Lifting the elbows. Bringing the elbows and the knees in one line. Smooth out the breath if you've lost breath focus. 4 more breaths here. And to transition out of this, we'll extend the arms, extend the leg forward, pointing the toe. And exhale, drop it down. Good work. Before we do the next side, mountain pose, turn your palms forward. Close your eyes. Take a moment to check in with that body and breath. I'm noticing I'm feeling sharper, more present. The body is more awake and energized. The heart rate is elevated. What do you notice in your body? Come to our next side. Inhale, extend the arms up. Exhale, left elbow underneath right. Twist behind the arms, catching the hands or the shoulders. Bending the knees low, shifting the weight over to the left leg, and lifting the right, wrapping the leg. Now, if your balance is quite challenged on this side, as mine is, you may want to keep the foot on the ground. Otherwise, squeezing the shins or trying to get that right foot behind the ankle and sit low. So I'm noticing in my body that I'm a little bit more mobile in this posture. Been practicing a little bit more often, recovering from an injury, so some things come and go in our practices throughout our lives. 3 more breaths. And we're transitioning out of this by extending the arms, extend the leg. And exhale, lower yourself down. Very good. Coming back to the front of our mat, and we're coming into extended side angle. Inhale, lifting the left leg. Exhale, left foot steps out. I'm bending my right knee and placing the right forearm to the thigh. Make sure you're not looping down, but there's extension from the fingertips to the back foot here. And you could stay the forearm on the thigh, or if it's accessible, bring the right hand to the inside. This is a great place to use a block too if you're almost able to touch. Again, if the hand is to the ground, try not to flop. Keep extension and integrity in the posture. 3 more breaths. And firm your belly. Bring yourself back up, warrior 2. We'll stay here for 5 breaths. We'll stretch the wrists by pulling the fingertips back and pushing up to the heel of the hand. Gaze forward. Three more breaths. Just say I'm thankful to be able to feel this experience of breath and body right now. And exhale, straightening the leg. We'll turn the toes forward and then switch to the next side. So I'm shifting the left foot out and then bending into that knee. Warrior 2, take a good inhale. Exhale, left forearm on thigh. Right arm reaches forward. Maintain that line from the fingertips to the back foot, the right foot. It's okay to keep the forearm on the thigh or go deeper by placing the left hand down on the ground. Three more breaths here. And you're firming your belly. Inhale, bring yourself back to warrior 2. Sink into the front knee. Let's do another alternative with the hands. So we're bringing our fingers together. Trini, so this is a Maggie. Let's bring the fingers down and reach the fingers towards the elbows. Keep it bent to that left knee. So I guess you can see my basil plant. There's one of them right there. And inhale. We're turning the toes inwards, heels outwards. Inhale, arms float up. Exhale, bring the hands to the hips. We'll find a little back bend before the forward bend. Inhale, lift the chest, shoulders, elbows back. And then exhale, fold forward. It's okay to bend the knees if you need to bend the knees. If you can straighten the legs, straighten the legs. Hug your elbows towards one another. And turn your belly and bring yourself back up. Turn the heels in, toes out. And exhale, sink into your knees. Sit low. Send the knees back, tail forward. You keep the hands here or bring the arms up. A beautiful butterfly just visited us. It's going to practice a nice black and red one. One of these classes, Blue Emperor, which is one of the unique butterflies to Trinidad. Black on the outside. I'm going to open its wing. It's got a nice deep blue to it. I usually see them in the forest when I go there, but occasionally they come into more urban areas. Enough butterfly talk. Exhale, coming back to straight legs. We'll turn the toes inwards, heels outwards. Inhale, arms float up. And exhale, binding the hands behind the back. Inhale, lift your chest. Keep the elbows bent. Exhale, fold forward. And inhale, bringing yourself back up. Exhale, release the hands. We're going to play a little bit today. Now remember, in any sort of physical exploration, it doesn't mean that this is right for your body. Really listening to what the body's saying as far as if it's too much or too little. So this is a nice mobility strength training exercise. We'll bend our knees, place our hands to the ground, and then walk the hands over to the right. I'm sinking to my right knee, keeping the left leg straight. And some of us be able to keep the heel on the ground. Some of us might keep that foot on the ground or push the heel. Now, if it doesn't feel like you're going to fall back, I'm on a bit of a slope, so it's a little bit more challenging today. You can bring your hands to prayer. Breathe. Okay to keep the hands down. We're going to change sides with an exhale. Using the hands, let's walk over to our next side. And we're bending the left leg, straightening the right. I'm going to balance on the heel of the right foot. And my right heel is down, which isn't always possible for most of us. Hands can stay on the ground, and we'll bring your hands to prayer. And let's change sides. Now, if this is just so easy for you, want the next level of challenge, try changing sides without using the hands. Otherwise, using the hands to come back to the first side. So shifting low. Nice stretch for the hip flexors and ankle as well. And we'll change sides one more time. Again, option use the hands. And we'll keep the hands together. And we'll come back to center. Hands to hips. Inhale, bring yourself back up. Turn the feet forward and exhale, step your feet together. All right. Okay, inhale, widening the feet a little bit more than hip width apart. We'll come into a squat. So here again, depending on flexibility, the ankles might be lifted. We're going to work the strength around the sacral joint. So if you can, hands to prayer. If that doesn't work, keep hands on the ground. But I'm squeezing my knees in as I resist with the arms in. Maybe using about 40, 50% of the strength, unless you've done this on the regular with me. I feel like you could increase it. Good. we're going to do the opposite. So bring the hands to the outside of the knees. Press the knees out as the hands resist. And then noticing my body shaking. 3 breaths. And release. Let's do that one more time. Hands to prayer. Squeeze the knees in. And release. Changing sides. Hands to the outside of the knees. And squeezing outwards. Squeezing outwards again. Pushing outwards. And release. Bring the hands behind you. Both hands. Now, extending your legs. Look where the knees are. Reverse table. So we're bending the knees. Place the feet roughly where the knees are. Bring the fingertips towards your back. Facing to your back. And then with an inhale, we're lifting. This is the table, so try to get it flat. Lift those hips, pull the belly in. 3 more breaths. And exhale, lower yourself down. We'll open and close the hands like we started with. Very good. Let's do a second set of that. Hands behind you. Fingertips to your back. Inhale, lifting the chest. Lifting the hips. You can stay here or try straightening your legs. You can stay here or pull the toes down, lifting the hips. Hold it for 3, 2, and 1. Lower yourself down. Very good. So seated pigeon will place the left ankle on right knee. Left ankle, right knee. Bend your right knee. To deepen this, you could shift the hips forward or lift the low back with the chest. Some of us who are very open in the hips could also cradle the leg. But if you're compromising the form by rounding the spine, stay in the seated version. Three more full breaths. And this being a mindfulness practice, just notice when you've abandoned breath awareness. When you do that moment to be like, oh, I'm not focusing on breath is an aspect of mindfulness. It brings you back to the present. All right, we're switching sides. Exhale, extend the legs. Right ankle on left knee. And then inhale, bend the left knee. Sit up tall, and go back. You can also cradle the leg if that's more the flexible range, or another one is to shift the hips forward. And let's release. So we're going to combine pigeon, that pigeon version, and bridge together. Exhale, lay on your back. Bend the knees. Get the heels close enough you can touch the heels. And then inhale, lift the hips. We're just doing traditional bridge to start with. Keep the chin away from your chest. And exhale, lower down. Let's place our left ankle on right knee. And we're going to lift the hips again. Inhale, lifting. Send the left knee away from you. Keep the chin away from your chest. Exhale, lower down. Take a few breaths with the feet down on the mat. And let's come to our next side. Right ankle on left knee. And inhale the hips and the right knee away from you. And exhale, lower down, uncross the legs, roll to your side, and bring yourself up. Soles of the feet together, butterfly pose. Inhale, sit up tall. Exhale, fold forward. And inhale, bringing yourself back up. We'll do a twist in a seated version. I'll show you the profile of this. Exhale, extend your legs. And then place the right foot to the outside of the left knee. I'm going to keep this left leg straight today. Right hand behind you. Inhale, sit up tall. And then exhale, let's twist. You can hug the knee and place the elbow to the outside of the knee. Lift the chest, shoulders back. And we'll bring the gaze forward. 3 more breaths. We'll bring the gaze backwards, so looking to the right shoulder. And inhale, coming out of your twist. Extend those legs. We're changing sides. You're bending your left knee to the side. Right leg. Left hand comes behind you. Inhale, sit up tall. And then exhale, twist. Hugging the knee or elbow to the outside of the knee. Inhale, sit up tall. Exhale, we look forward over the right shoulder. And 3 more breaths. We'll look back over the left shoulder. And inhale, bring the gaze forward. We're extending our legs. We're going to lay ourselves on our back. Happy baby. Bring the arms to the inside of the knees. Catch the feet on the outside. Press your low back down. Flatten the back. Tuck the chin in. Exhale, releasing. We're coming to our final pose, Shavasana. You can extend your legs long. Shavasana translates into corpse pose. A little wider than hip width apart. If you're beside a wall and prefer to do legs up against the wall with your bum against the wall, you can do that as well. Otherwise, legs long on the mat. Hands by your side, palms up. Or an alternate is hands on the belly. Chin is slightly tucked in. Close your eyes. Soften your breath. We're going to stay here for about 5 minutes. But if it starts to rain, I might shorten that. Allow the breath to be soft, Scan the body. Notice where you're holding tension, and if you recognize that you're holding tension somewhere, with an exhale, release, soften. Allow the sounds to be around you. Continue to give yourself over to the effects of gravity. Let's increase the breath, deepening the breath. Wiggling your toes, wiggling your fingers. From here, rolling to your right side. Using the hands, bring yourself up to a seated position. Coming to prayer position. Let's finish with one breath to the heart. Come to the bottom of the exhale. Give the inhale. And exhale. Opening the eyes. Thank you for coming to practice today. And notice what you're thankful for. I am thankful for the rain. Although rain on my computer, I'm not so thankful for it. So I'm going to stop the stream. Thanks again for joining me. If you have any questions or feedback, feel free to let me know.